We're bringing to you comes from the southern part of Israel. This is a development that I believe is actually coming into you from the region of Sderdo, which is a town right outside the Gaza Strip in southern Israel, as we just said. We're learning that the Iron Dome there is being able right now to tackle missiles that are coming in. These are missiles coming in still from Hamas. Remember, the Iron Dome is a short-range anti-rocket, anti-mortar, anti-artillery system which has a range of about 2.5 to 43 miles. Essentially, when a missile comes from somewhere, the Iron Dome shoots out a missile that intercepts the arriving missile and at many points saves citizens, saves civilians who are on the ground. We're learning that this is exactly what's taking place right now in Sderdo. Sderdo is, as we told you, a town in southern Israel, and it's a town that was actually evacuated over the last few days. It's a town that has constantly been pounded by Hamas rockets because it is located, as we just told you, very close to the Gaza Strip region. It was a region that was evacuated immediately after the start of this conflict over the last week. Sderdo has about 30,000 inhabitants that left the city. We are learning that the local government actually made facilities for them to stay in. Now, my colleague Abhishek is with us. He's going to provide us context on not just this story, also input and an overview of the situation. Abhishek is, as we speak, moving from Tel Aviv, where he was giving us ground reports, down south now to the Gaza Strip, where we're learning an offensive may be imminent. Abhishek, if I may ask you to tell our audiences, could you bring us a summary of the situation in different parts of Israel? So, for example, the border that Israel shares in the north with Lebanon. Also tell us about the military advancement that continues towards the Gaza Strip. And then tell us about the situation, please, for the 2.5 million inhabitants of the Gaza Strip.
Well, Tuya, right now I'm at Eshkol settlement. This was one of the areas where on 7th of October, many Hamas terrorists breached this point and created a mayhem, killing people and kidnapping some of them. Also, later on, after a few hours, Israeli government took hold of the situation, and by that time, it was, it took some time. And now, as we are talking, there are rocket killers also in this area also and in Tel Aviv. So there is continuous pounding of Israeli missiles and ammunition on the Gaza Strip, as well as Hamas rockets are continuously being fired towards Israeli side. We are in the southern Israel right now. This is the city of Sderot, and several settlements in this area were targeted by Hamas militants a few days ago. Security checkpoints have been created here. Tanks and artilleries have been, deployed in this area, and which are targeting several locations across the strip. That is 2 to 3 kilometers here from, and that is on the Gaza side. Talking about the Palestinian issue, clearly moving about 1.1 million Palestinians to a safer zone with the span of like few hours would be impossible, and this is what the Palestinian side have been saying, that there is a huge crisis, humanitarian crisis that is emerging because of the Israeli, timeline or a short window that Israeli government has given. Today also, the window was given for 3 hours from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Between which the Israeli government assured that there will be no attack on the convoys that will be moving towards the southern Gaza side. But having said that, it is humanly not possible to arrange so much of logistics and ensure that all the elders, kids, younger women, all are moving or all will be able to move towards southern Gaza, where they don't have any shelters also, because few of them could have relatives, few of them could have some hotels, or they can afford some other places also, but not the entire population. That will be about half of the Palestinian population right now, be able to have some sort of shelter, and for that we need to have some time when probably United Nations or other NGOs or other humanitarian agencies who have been working in Palestine for a very long time or in Gaza, they could create some shelters and ensure the people could stay, they can have basic amenities, they can have food and medicine. But that is just not being possible, that is not being allowed from the Israeli side, and this is a major crisis that is emerging on the Palestinian side. The fight or the targeting of Hamas location continues unabated. We have today also seen several rockets being fired from the Hamas side, and the jets, the Israeli jets are continuously flying over us towards Gaza, and that is where they are targeting Hamas location. We have seen 2-3 senior commanders, Al-Qadir and other, Bilal also, they actually were the mastermind behind this massacre that happened on 7th of October. They have been killed apparently. several senior commanders of Hamas were killed in few days of the continuous rocket launches that has been happening, or missile launches that has been happening from the Israeli jets. But still, Hamas is not trying to bow down. They are undefying, and they continue with their rocket shelling towards the Israeli settlements or Israeli side. We have seen yesterday night also there was a massive rocket siren that was alarmed in Israel, in the city of Tel Aviv, then Ashkelon, as those Sderot, all of these which are closer to the southern Gaza and under the reach of Hamas rockets. They have been continuously getting rockets coming across from that region. Situation is literally tense. It's a warlike situation, but the main thing that will probably take this entire conflict to another level will be the ground invasion by the Israeli forces. This is what the Israeli forces have been preparing for a long time. This is what they have been waiting for a long time. Entire deployment of the artilleries and tanks or
Okay, Abhishek, we hope you're all
Yes,
right.
yeah.
Are you all right, Abhishek?
yes, I'm good. So I mean.